program down at Thomas. Your Blue Lions is one to keep an eye out, especially during this time. Plenty of high-ranked teams throughout the entire of this match. 234 Cyber Blue cheering for their contributions to their team's autonomous period. Blue Lions going ham as well. Red Tech Hounds 868 just sneaking a second coral piece. As we continue into the remainder 2 minutes and 15 seconds to get the robots completely teller-operated and human-controlled. These teams have spent the last 8 weeks building these robots and excited to see how they perform in the remainder of the 2-minute match period. Team 8116, that's Hatchet Robotics. Their robot's name is Oil Rig, proudly placing game pieces onto their coral reef to score additional points for their alliance. The higher you score the coral on the reef, the more points that are available, but you have to get rid of those pesky algae, those teal spheres. 2 ways to get rid of them. One, scoring them in the processor. Team 1501, Team Thrust, beautifully showing that off, but many teams can skip that entirely and just go straight into the barge's net. Teams have to get rid of those coral algae pieces before they can put additional coral in. Scores currently 89 to 34 in favor of the Blue Lions. Blue Lions green to cooperation. That means they've placed enough coral, they've placed enough algae in the processor to lower that ranking point threshold. Scores currently 102 to 51 in favor of your Blue Lions. Both teams green to cooperation, lowering their ranking point threshold required. Blue Lions continuing to dive for that, now exceeding that requirement. It might be the first time we see a unicorn game here in the state of Indiana. Team 10021, Garrett Catholic Golden Gears, continuing to reduce the cycle time to score additional game pieces for their alliance. The entirety of the barge is all lit up and prepared for the upcoming in-game. 1501 Team Thrust continuing to score additional game pieces for their teams. This might be the first time we see a completely filled reef. The Blue Lions continuing to push those scores higher and higher. 10-3-3-2-2, one of our favorite rookie teams, not out of the count just quite yet, as we got 25 seconds remaining in this match. The cows are going crazy. We've heard that sonar ping. We'll start to see teams making their way over to the cages. The longer the chain, the more points they'll gain. Teams need to get elevated off the ground to score additional points for their alliance. 1501 Team Thrust getting in place. 868 working and potentially getting elevated. 234 and 8116 all going for a potential climb. But that's about all we have time for here in qualification match 26 at the Finn District Kokomo event presented by AndyMark. Stick tight for those potentially exciting scores. Congratulations, our first unicorn match here in Indiana. A unicorn match, again, is getting the maximum amount of ranking points to walk away with 3 for winning the match. 1 for their work in autonomous, leaving that line, getting at least 1 coral. The points in the barge, more than 14 barge points.